Attention, prisoner 903-8970, you're up for parole.
American Arts Radio presents live from Chisel Multimedia Studios, Comics on Parole in Hollywood South. Here's your host, Dan Glazer.
Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer. We got a really good show here with Ms. Wallstreet, one of the premier 100th most influential women in Atlanta, a comedian that travels all over the world, and she's going to be really great. I've had her on before, but there's even more about her she's going to announce. And then we got Katie. What's your last name, Katie? Kreischer, who's going to be doing a comedy charity show. But right now, before we get started, how you doing, Matt?
Good.
Listen, before we get started, I have a cousin who's a comic. Did you know that?
No.
She's a lawyer and a comic. She travels, goes to universities, talks about law or women's rights actually, and does comedy. And her name is Lindsay Glazer, but she calls herself the Alpha Bitch. Rather than Alphabet, it's Alpha Bitch. And she does commentary like she's angry about everything. So without further ado, let's show the latest Lindsay Glazer video called Been Keeping It Secret. Let's go ahead with this.
This week on a very special edition of Alpha Bitch has a dirty little secret. Look, it's time to get real and level with you. I have a problem, and it's embarrassing. And no, it's not anger management, you idiots! I've kept this from my friends and family for decades, but I've come to the point where I realize I'll never feel better until I lift this burden from my shoulders and share it with you. I love country music! Everything from Conway Twitty to Toby Keith to Chris Stapleton to Dolly Parton. I love it! I love it! By the way, between her fingernails and her massive yeehaws, Dolly Parton should get a Country and Music Award just for being able to play the guitar at all. Listen, there's no better feeling than speeding down the highway, the smell of fresh cow pies in your nose, listening to Maren Morris's My Church at the top of the radio volume in your convertible. Yeah, I still have a radio in my car. Maybe there's one feeling that's better than that, and that is doing the two-step to Conway Twitty's Tiger and Loose tight-fitting jeans. Also, country music singers are hotter than a rattlesnake riding a prairie dog on the face of the sun. Blake Shelton, Toby Keith, Brian, Brett Elridge, and Carrie Underwood. Oh, I just learned something about myself. So you really want to know the way to this small-town girl's heart? Sitting around with friends in low places, a tear in my beer, surrounded by a burning ring of fire. Except instead of beer, I'm drinking a dirty martini. I'm more likely to put tears in your drink than you put them in mine. You tell anyone this big city girl loves country music, I'll shoot you in Reno just to watch you die. Alpha Bitch out! Make sure to comment below and let me know what you would like to see me bitch about next. If your idea is the Alpha Bitchiest video of the week, I'll mail you this exclusive t-shirt free of charge. Alpha Bitch out.
I used to babysit when she was little, but I'll tell you, if you need if you need a few legs broken or arms broken, she can do it for you.
Yeah, she looks like she can do it.
No, she actually, through this show, we had a ventriloquist on, and he referred to her dry. Have you heard of dry comedy?
Yeah.
She's going on dry comedy.
What?
And they pay big bucks.
What? I need to get on dry comedy.
Yeah, just send it's clean stuff. You just send it in, and you'll get on it. It's really incredible, this stuff.
I need to do it.
So without further ado, let's welcome to the stage Ms. Wallstreet.
Yeah! Yeah! What? I get to come on.
Hi, Ms. Wallstreet.
Hi, Dan. Oh, my God. I'm so excited to be here today.
We were talking before the show. There's far more than meets the eye with Ms. Wallstreet. She's really a big studio. Are you kind of an exec or just pure entertainment? Do you do executive stuff with it too?
What am I? I am the talk show host for Living Large in the ATL. I am a real estate mogul, entrepreneur, just everything. Notary. I have about 10 jobs. I'm an honorary Jamaican.
A busy mind is a happy mind.
That's right. That's
as they say. So Ms. Wallstreet's been a comedian for how many years?
I've been doing comedy now. You know what? This is my 9th year doing comedy, but I think I've been doing comedy my entire life. I used to be a poet.
You're
back
born
in the
funny.
day.
I mean, you've been doing it all your life.
I used to be a poet for the funerals, you know. I found out when I was like 4 years old. They asked me to read a little poem.
Oh, wow.
At the poem, a little flower card, and I read it, the person's name, and I said, wow.
So you've been entertaining ever since?
Ever since. I do professional funerals now, too.
I thought you were doing, then you can do mine, because I die on stage every time. No, just kidding. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is, I thought you were doing comedy about 20 years.
No. Well, I think I was, because you know what? Some of my classmates from high school would tell me a joke I said. But back then, comedy is how you live. My family's funny. My dad is one of the funniest people in the world.
Right.
His jokes are classic. I do his joke on stage all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do his joke on stage all the time. This is his joke. Happy birthday. My dad was in South Carolina. He's an old country man, not southern country, with the chickens in the front yard and all that. And they told him, he got hurt on the job, and they said, Mr. Hodges, you have to go and do an agility test. And my dad said, I don't know what no agility test is. But he said, I'm going to go do it to get my check. So he went to Charleston. The lady said, come on to the back, Mr. Hodges, we need you to jump rope. He said, I don't jump rope. Women jump rope. You sure this not for my wife? They said, well, why don't you ride a treadmill? He said, man, I ain't came down here to exercise. I came to get a check.
Yeah.
So she took him to the front. He said, it's going to be $423 for that test, Mr. Hodges. Right. He said, I didn't come down here to pay money. I came to get money.
Yeah.
So she said, well, can you mail us a check? He said, yeah. I'll mail you a check back. He said, he walked out, he said, I know I wasn't going to pay them a dime. Yeah. Forget them. I came down here to get money. Yeah. A year later, he's on his tractor. His cell phone ring, he opens it up, the flip phone. Hello? She said, hello, Mr. Hodges, it's Betty. Remember me from Trident Medical Center in Charleston? He said, yeah, Betty, how you feeling today? She said, I'm feeling good, but it's a sad situation today because you left the bill here for $423, and it's 1 year old today. Right. He said, what? I did. She said, Mr. Hodges, I'm looking at your bill. He said, are you looking at it right now? She said, Mr. Hodges, I'm looking at it. He said, well, tell it I said happy birthday.
Is your dad a lot of your
Oh, yeah. My father, we grew up, everything was so fun in our household.
Has he seen you perform?
Yeah, I honored him at the Columbia Comedy House.
Where's that?
In Columbia, South Carolina, the Comedy House.
I moved my mom here. She lives in assisted living. Okay. So she never seen me do this. I took her to a major comedy class, Atlanta Comedy Theater, to watch me perform.
What?
After the performance, I went up to my mom. I said, hey, Mom, how'd you like my jokes? She said, it's not too late to get a medical degree.
Oh my God, Mom didn't do that. You didn't do that, Mom. That wasn't
just kidding.
She didn't say that. She probably did though.
And anyway, I was going to ask. So you're also. I wonder if we should show a little bit of your set and then go on to more about Ms. Wallstreet.
Okay.
Is that the Atlanta Journal-Constitution?
No, this is Ms. Wallstreet shirt. Look, I got my own brand.
I like that shirt. Can I talk you out of it? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go on to the set.
Show my set.
Check. City Girls Productions here.
That's right. I'm a big girl and I am proud of it. That's right. That's right. Monique done put us out. We are stars now. That's right. Ask any man. He want a big girl, right? What you want, a woman with a Coca-Cola bottle shade?
I want a big girl.
Yeah. Here comes your 2-liter, baby. Drink. Don't hate, baby. Don't hate. We big girls, we got twice the things men want. You like big chests? Triple D's. You like big thighs? Shoot, look at this leg. You can't find a leg this big in churches. That's right. We are in style. They even make some songs about us, right? Shake what your mama gave you. Yeah, some of this your mama, some of this Popeyes, but what can you do? That's right. I'm not going to keep y'all out all night. I want y'all to have some fun. Because this is what comedy is about. We here to support, right? Yeah, it's Loud Mouth Productions, and I got a loud mouth. That's right. That's right. I'm looking at all these. Oh, y'all look so nice. Look so nice. How many of y'all travel? How many of y'all been somewhere? Somebody please tell me you left the country. I know some people been stuck in Georgia. We not counting Riverdale. Yeah. Kill yourself if you haven't left. Well, so we'll put a job here and get y'all a little ticket somewhere. Maybe down to Columbus. Anyway, I went to Paris. Anybody photograph, autograph. I'm taking pictures, signing autographs, y'all, but I don't know what they stopping me for. I don't know where they saw me at. Then a little white boy said, Daddy, Daddy, who is that lady? He said, you don't know who that is? That is famous American star. That's Nell Carter. I said, give me a break. You could have called me Andy Stone or something like that. You know, I was a little conscious. I did gain a few pounds. I don't think I'm Nell Carter now. All right, Weight Watchers, you didn't work this time. I'm telling you, every time you travel, you go different places, you learn so much. You see, I was in French class. When I was in Paris, it's hard. When you travel, you got to know the language, right? I was in French class, but you know the man, since we all black here, the man sabotaged my education. You know the man that put French class right next to home economics. No big girls can learn like that, you know. You learning how to pronounce quiche and croissant when people eating donuts hot out the grease. You can't learn like that. So I left that class. I traveled so many places, y'all. And I urge our people, as people, to get out of the country. Have anybody been to Africa out here? Oh, she's been everywhere, that same lady. Yeah, you want to leave a donation up here with you? She's doing good. No recession.
Very good. And that was when you first started.
That's like a baby comment. I have done so much more since then.
That was 9 years ago?
That was 9 years ago. That's my very first. I did Loudmouth Scream Room. It was in McDonough, Georgia. It was my very first DVD. The very first time I caught somebody, I paid about 5 people to do a DVD. You know, that's a problem in comedy. As a new comic, you don't have that same problem. I paid 9 people to do the DVD. I only got the DVD for 1 person.
Oh, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they take your money. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Now you gotta have your own.
You can sell them at your shows, though.
No, not that. I have my own Miss Wallstreet DVD now.
Do you sell that?
I did it with Too Cute. Our girl. Too Cute. I did a show with Too Cute at Cafe 29.
Oh, Too Cute and you together. I bet that's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
She puts together good shows too. I did a swingers club with her. No, I'm just kidding. I did it was a dating, about 200 drunk people there. It was a great show.
That's a good way.
But do you put a lot of shows on with Too Cute?
Too Cute and I used to work together. I was a house comedian with Too Cute on Jokes and Jazz for over a year. Too Cute started. I met Too Cute at an event, and we've been friends ever since. That's my dearest friend. So
tell us about, she's a great lady. Tell us about, you just did a show for Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh, the PGA golf tournament. I do it every year, though.
Right.
I am so fortunate as a comedian. I just thank you, God, because, I don't go to church that much, but I think my little time in is really well served. Yeah, once, Christmas, Easter, I get 2 or 3
So
hours.
are you buddies with Jeff Foxworthy?
Well, Jeff Foxworthy is best friends with Rocky King, and Rocky King and I are very good friends. I started volunteering because I'm against homelessness. I was displaced for a little while, not homeless. I came down here.
So when my wife kicks me out, I can come to you.
No. I'll give you a nice tent. Okay. So you can go under the bridge. Okay. Set up everything. I'll give you a potty pan and a cup and some soap.
Right. That's all I need.
That's all you need. That's all you're going to need out there.
So you had a fun show with Jeff Foxworthy.
Every year we do the PGA golf tournament. It's out in Sharksboro. A man named Rich Jordan, who's an amazing guy. Rich Jordan, Rocky King, the wrestler?
Yeah.
Rocky King and all his friends get together, and all the NFL and the NBA and the wrestlers. I call it wrestling, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, because I always call it the women's wrestling. I get the women and men mixed up. It's the guys. And we get together and we play golf for a cause.
Was Rocky King trying to do comedy at one time?
No, Rocky is never. Yeah.
Okay,
Rocky.
there was another wrestler who was trying to do comedy. So when Jeff Foxworthy sees you on the street, he'll say hi.
Oh yeah, Jeff Foxworthy did the most unusual things to me. The first show I did, he wrote on my ID. We all had media badges to get in because you have to know who's there.
Right.
And he wrote, "You are one funny lady, Jeff Foxworthy."
Wow.
And I still have that in my memorabilia room.
Wow.
And I remind him when I see him, I'm like, you changed. He said, okay, we're going to change your life another way.
My insurance agent, State Farm insurance agent, he was in a group of friends with, his name is Mabry, Jeff Mabry, when they were younger, like early 20s.
Right.
And they said he was always funny. and they would go to the punchline and tell him to get up there and open mic. He wouldn't do it. So one of the friends went to the green room and said, call his name, we're going to make him go. So he got up there, killed, and Chris DePetta had him booked for a month. He booked for a month.
Jeff is amazing. You know what? He's not just a great comedian. He's a good person. You know,
nice
people don't know the thing about Jeff Foxworthy and Rocky. They every week, every Wednesday, they feed the homeless to the point that they're homeless, body slam, hunger, and homeless. The homeless people know me because of it. Because they'll go, there's the lady, if you got any food. I said, oh, I ate mine already. You know, but they know us because of Jeff has been doing it. On Pine Street, every Wednesday they feed the homeless.
What? And he's
Hearts
there?
and Nerves. Jeff goes out to a lot of these events.
Right.
He's always at the PGA golf tournament, and he's going to be with us. We're doing Comedians for the Homeless.
And when is that?
Comedians for the Homeless. We're getting a date with Jeff's people.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be before the end of the year.
Okay.
And we're going to do a telethon.
Oh, wow.
Call in, and we're going to give money. We're going to scream it live. 90 Studios has agreed to do the streaming on our network, and Jeff and all of us, all of my comedian friends, you, I hope.
Oh, I would. I'll do it. I'll donate.
Yes.
If you put me in, I'll donate.
I'm going to let us all do time for the homeless. We're going to take care of them.
That would be funny.
Body slam homeless.
That would be amazing. No, thank you. If you ask me, I'll go.
Oh, no, you were asked. You are
very good. Thank you.
Y'all want Dan?
Yay!
Dan's one.
Now, tell us about the studio. You have a television show. It's a non-studio.
A nanny.
A show called Living Large.
In the ATL.
And you're working on another show called Funny First Lady.
Yes.
Okay, quickly tell us about this.
I'm one of the first ladies of comedy. I was picked because, there are very few clean comics, Christian clean comics. People have a hard time, period. There's a Christian coalition, but then a lot of people have trouble doing clean comedy. Right. Sister Cantaloupe started. She was one of the Mom's Mabley type characters.
Yes.
Sister Cantaloupe is still alive. She's like one of the legends. She's won tons of awards.
Right.
She dresses in costume. Then there's Small Fire. She was on the Def Comedy Jams tour. Tanya Lewis won Church Stars and all these awards. And then, of course, myself, Who's Who, Black Atlanta, who nominated Praise Awards, I've been nominated a lot of stuff. And I have my own date, July 23rd, Miss Wallstreet date for Georgia.
And you're the 100th most influential, one of the 100?
I know, that's what they said. I don't believe it, though.
What do you do that's how do you influence people? You make friends and influence people.
Well, I think here's the key. I'm an entrepreneur.
Right.
I was a single mom, 14, teenage mom. I never let anything stop me. My mother was an entrepreneur.
Right.
My mother said that your job is just a job, it's just money to pay bills. Your other money is how you survive.
That's
okay?
Right.
So she would drive, she was a teacher at Head Start. So she started driving the bus. She said, why would I drive my car when a bus goes there and they pay somebody to drive?
Right.
So she thought like that. That's her thinking.
Right.
We would go to the ball games on the weekend, and she said, we're here buying other people's products. We can buy sodas and water and sell to people.
Right.
We can sell peanuts because we were farmers.
Right.
We had a little farm. We sell cucumbers to the market every year to buy our school clothes.
Right.
And so that's how my mom raised us. We always had a bunch of jobs.
You're a hard worker, I know that.
Yeah, I'm a hard worker.
Homes, everything. Tell us about the studio.
The studio at 90 Studios is 48,000 square feet.
Where's this?
Walking Dead is in Griffin, Georgia. 206 North Hill Street, Griffin, Georgia.
48,000 square feet?
Oh, it's amazing. We had the Walking Dead tape there. Yes. People are constantly scouting it out. We just bought the Griffin Opera House.
Oh, wow.
And we just bought the Mayfair Hotel in Griffin. So that's going to be our corporate office.
My God.
Yeah, so we are not playing. We didn't come
and you're
to play.
a full-time employee. You're on salary with us.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I told the government that. I'm a contractor.
Oh, a contract. Contract.
Yeah,
She invests in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Michelle is poor. Miss Wallstreet doing okay.
Where do they find your Living Large show?
Living Large ATL is under 90 Studios, and 90 has a disbursement deal in 84 countries outside the U.S. But
are you on here though in the U.S.?
Wait. Just wait for January. I can't discuss upcoming events, but watch out. I will, by this time next year, I will be in every household. But don't ask me for no money, though, because I don't loan money.
You're already in my house. I sneak you in the middle of the night. So just don't let my wife know. And then the Living Large that's a financial show. Living Large, what is that?
Well, Living Large and ATL started out, when I pitched it, I wrote a treatment for the show. I pitched it as a reality show, but then the reality shows have taken a decline to me.
Yes, they have.
All that slapping people and all that stuff. When I slap people, I slap them for real.
I know, I've experienced it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Right, I don't just talk to you later. Oh, I just slapped Dan. No, we're going to jail. Somebody going to jail.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we don't slap like that. It's no. So I didn't want to do a reality show, and I wanted a show that empowered, enriched, and enhanced people's lives.
Right.
And so Living Large is funny, comedy standpoint. I have all my comedian friends as guests, but I also have guests that come in that have started from really subpar. It starts, I was a farm girl, people don't know it by looking at me.
Yeah.
I worked in the field.
Right.
I hated it.
Right.
I was not a good country girl.
Yeah.
My mother they'd have us in an acre. You see how people have the cute little gardens? Not in South Carolina. We had farms. Real farms, acres.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have you out there picking butter beans, and you see the biggest rattlesnake. You're like, a rattlesnake, a rattlesnake! They said, just freeze. Whoop. And my mother would take a hoe and kill the rattlesnake and say, okay, y'all can go back in the field. I said, what about his brothers? Cousins?
They're probably copperheads. They're probably copperheads. Speaking of open fields, they're filming a lot of movies here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
So I passed a field the other day, and they were filming a movie in the middle of the field. It was a porno movie. Everyone was naked. So I stopped my car and rolled down my window in disgust and yelled, hey, do you guys need any extras? But just kidding. I made that up.
He did it.
My comedy's really clean. That's fairly clean. It's really not a dirty joke, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is. They were in the field. It's dirty.
Anyway, most of my jokes are clean. Please keep me in line for the Jeff Foxworthy thing.
No, we're definitely doing it. Jeff has already given the okay. We just need to get the exact date pinpointed.
Okay.
We have the venue. We have all the logistics worked out. We just need to get the date in sync with his people, and we're doing it. We are definitely doing a telethon for Body Slam, Hunger, and Homeless.
Very good. And where do they find you?
You can find me, Miss Wallstreet, MZ Wallstreet on Facebook, comic_Miss Wallstreet on Twitter, Sexy Black Diva on Black People Meet. You can follow me on Instagram. Just don't follow me after you see me at the show. That's stalking.
Very good. Now you stay up here. Very soon. Give it up for Ms. Wallstreet. And quickly, we're going to welcome to the stage Miss Katie Kushner, a newcomer to the comedy scene. Step around here, Katie.
Okay.
Come on down.
The reason we're having, let's move over a little bit. The reason we're having Katie on is because Katie is going to be having a charity comedy show, and I'm going to let her explain it.
Yes, hi. I'm Katie. Thanks for having me, Dan.
You're welcome.
So November 17th, 2018, from 1 to 5 p.m., we're going to have a huge event benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It's called Comedy and Cocktails for a Cure. Doors open at 1. And the show will start around 2. We have 20 plus comics. She and he are going to be on the show.
We are going to be.
We have great local comedians. We have cancer survivor comedians. We have comedians doing a lot of good in the local community. It's going to be a great event. $40 cash only at the door. All you can drink for 4 hours and a 2-hour comedy show. Alcohol. Comedy and cocktails.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that too. So we have a wonderful venue, Town Cinema in Avondale Estates.
Very nice
venue. It was donated. It's amazing. We have lighting. We have a taco truck. We have great acoustics. We have a great show planned for you guys, and we really hope you come out because it benefits.
And where do they find it? Where do they go to find this?
To find the information right now, you can look me up on Facebook, Katie Kreischer, Krisher, or K.Kreischer at Instagram. And we'll be sending flyers out to the local community, Look Around Decatur. We're looking for local sponsors. We already have a couple local sponsors.
Okay.
Ron Sadler Roofing is a big one for us.
That's right down. They put the roof on my house.
Real,
Yes, I love them 20 years.
I love Ron Sadler.
I need a quote. Tell Ron.
He's on Sandy Plains Road. I know very well.
Yes, great family.
When I was young, I was 30 years old. Now I'm old. But he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
So anyway, you just started comedy. How long?
I just started about a year ago.
And you took Jeff Foxworthy's class.
Jeff Justice's class.
Jeff Justice's class.
Come after you.
They look alike.
They do look alike.
And I wish we had more time to tell you a story about it. I'll tell you after.
I would like to hear both.
Because inadvertently, Jeff Justworthy kind of helped Jeff Foxworthy get a call from Jay Leno.
He did. He told me
and
that story.
I took Jeff Foxworthy class. I'm the only one to ever fail it.
Oh yeah.
But he let me take it at a discount the next class. So quickly, let's play a bit of her set.
Let's play her.
She can't wait to get here. It's Katie Kushner. It's time for Katie. Get up here. Oh my God, Katie.
What up? What up? What is up, you guys? Hey. Y'all made it. Woo! Yeah. Man. This year has been all over the place. Went through a lot of uppers, a lot of downers. So I decided to lay off the meds. You know, I thought it was about time to get strong and healthy, so I bought a shake weight. Yeah, one of these guys. And weaned down to only 1 bottle of wine a night. I gotta tell you, after 30 minutes on the shaker, it's really hard to hold that wine glass. Once you start, it's really hard to stop the motion, which my husband appreciates. And let me tell you, cutting back on the wine was no easy feat, because I can go through a bottle of Cabernet faster than Taco Bell goes through everyone. But, you know, I just love wine. Ooh, especially that boxed wine. I get one of those giant Slurpee straws, jam it on in there, and bam! It's the ultimate adult juice box. Grape always was my favorite flavor. So I got a birthday coming up. Yeah, the big 3-0, people. Yeah. Which is shocking, because clearly I look like I'm 20 and sound like I'm 12. This tends to make work interesting since I'm in customer service and on the phone most of the time for my job. If I talk normally, the customer thinks it's bring your kids to work day. If I lower my voice, I sound like I'm a phone sex operator. It's tough. At least in those performances.
You know, I got fired from work the other day. They put out a memo. It was take your children to work day. Mm-hmm. I misread it. And I thought it said make your children work day. I brought them off, dropped them off, went home. They fired me.
Yeah.
But I interviewed for a new job to be a corporate pilot at a major company. During the interview, I said, "What does it pay to be a corporate pilot?" They said, $100,000 a year. I said, "I'll do it for $50,000 a year." They said, "Why so cheap?" I said, "I don't know how to fly a plane." Anyway, okay. So now we got Ms. Wallstreet on here, a major celebrity. By the way, there's some people going places in Atlanta. Mope Williams, know Mope?
He's on Wild and Out, right?
Yeah, Wild and Out. Mia Jackson. She's best tours with Amy Schumer.
Yeah, she tours with Amy Schumer.
She's been on the show.
And Cortez Macklin is doing Wild and Out too.
That's amazing. We're really getting Mope Williams. There's something about you just look at him and you laugh. Yeah. There's something about him.
I started with Mope. I used to ride. Mope used to ride with me. We used to both live in Stockbridge, and he lived in Rex. I lived in Stockbridge, and I would drive him to literally the shows.
Really? He's going to be. You know, it's funny. I saw him in Atlanta Comedy Theater a few weeks ago. He just sat there on the thing. I said, "When are you going to be famous, Mope?" I had no idea. And then the next thing I see, he's on. But
he deserved it. Mope. Anybody that worked as hard as Mope should be. I mean, Mope was a hard worker. People don't even know the struggles Mope did. Mope would go on the buses to Miami down there with his man, old dog or slow dog or some dog, Larry dog. Yeah, he would go to Miami and just do shows, and he'd do shows everywhere for whatever they paid him.
Right.
And so he paid his dues, and when people pay dues like that, they deserve it.
And you know what? He's a really nice guy.
Yes.
He's a nice kid.
Yeah,
I'm so glad to see him.
I'm proud of them. I hope that Wild and Out is a little rough.
David Perdue?
Oh, he was on Laugh with Kevin Hart.
Love Is, too, but he's on Love Is, another show. He's on a TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just saw him at the Laughing Show. He's on a TV show now. He was on Kevin Hart. Plug. He was on the Kevin Hart show.
Yeah, he was on the Kevin Hart show, and you know Kiana Dancy is on Sister Circle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's a host with Ali, Rashida Ali.
And you know, she hosts the Punchline. Lace Larrabee.
Yeah,
she's going to be on a show with Facebook with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
What?
I can't. Yes, it's on Facebook. Their new network. She's going on a show with Catherine Zeta-Jones. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, Queens something or other.
Yeah, a lot of people in comedy in Atlanta are making it.
Atlanta's growing.
Yes.
We're going places here.
And K-Dub is on with Family Hustle. He's on the Family Hustle, and he's a great guy, too.
He's a nice guy. He called into the show once. He's a nice guy. All these people have come on the show, and thank God it didn't hurt their career. So
no, you got it. Comics on Parole is a great show.
You're one of my favorite comics, to be honest.
Really? Are you serious?
Really
you got to see my new stuff. You got to see my new stuff now.
Crack me up. So thank you so much, kids, for coming on. Thank you to Ms. Wallstreet. Thank you to Katie. You're going to see more out of these people. And Ms. Wallstreet has big news in January, right?
January, yes. January, my show is going to launch in the 84 countries and 90 studios, living large, in the ATL. There's so much going on. I can't disclose a lot about that show. All I can just tell you guys is, I don't know. I'm Who's Who Black Atlanta 2017-18. I'm winning awards. I got my own day. The governor's giving me a proclamation.
What?
I don't know. I just watch me work.
You're not going to be able to watch us walk the streets.
No. Well, no, I'm going to always walk the streets.
I mean, you'll be mobbed. I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah,
the way it sounds.
And if you jump me, you're going to get punched because I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn, New York, Wall Street, New York, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's beautiful.
By way of South Carolina, you know, we migrated over.
I like Brooklyn. It's very pretty. I mean, Long Island?
Well, I like the tea. I mean, I don't know.
I meant Long Island's very beautiful there.
Yeah. I like the tea better than the place.
Listen, thank you for tuning in to Comics on Parole. Tune in next time when we don't know who will be on, but they will be here. Thank you very much. Good night.
Bye, y'all.